welcome back to the Silver Screen Show. Today we are talking about Joker.
The second best film of this week, by the way.
Second best film.
After Gemini Man.
Stop talking about Gemini
It's such a great
Man.
film, I can't stop talking about it.
Okay, obviously we have Joaquin Phoenix playing the Joker, and we are directed by Todd Phillips, who did War Dogs, Hangover, and Star is Born. Bit of a mixed reaction, I think, coming out for critically.
Yeah, there is a divide between critics and the critics and the audience.
Okay, so I think first of all we'll do just initial reaction each of us. What's your what were your thoughts coming out of the cinema after seeing it?
It's great.
I really enjoyed it.
I loved
Really
it.
enjoyed I feel that.
I loved it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And done. So Abu, why don't you talk us through the storyline a little bit?
So storyline. So this is not part of the DCEU. So it's his own little thing.
Yes.
Douchebag Joker from the Suicide Squad no longer exists. That's been consigned to history.
Yeah.
So this is an origin story. So this shows you how Joker, or Arthur Fleck as he's known here, he says even his real name in comics. I have no idea.
Can't remember.
Someone let us know.
I think so.
So it follows Arthur's journey from a guy who isn't really living the best life.
He's struggling.
He's struggling. He's got a crummy job. He lives in a shitty apartment. He gets abused by people, and he's clearly got mental health issues as well. And it just shows you him growing up in a corrupt Gotham and eventually becoming what is known as the Joker, essentially. And it is a really melancholic, is the word I use. That's my word of the day, melancholy. So it really does show, focus on mental health and what he is and the struggle he's going through.
My favourite quote from it is, the worst part of having a mental illness is people expect you to behave as if you don't. Which I think, because it was Mental Health Awareness Day the other day, and people come out with all of these quotes all the time, but I think that was really hits you deep down, because you're like, actually, yeah, people do expect you to act like you're okay.
I mean, it's full of great quotes, to be honest.
It really is.
It's one of those films that...
Chris, what do you think?
I think we've got to comment on Gotham as a character. I think this is the best time I've seen Gotham portrayed.
Yes.
And I think it's infinitely better served by not having someone in a batsuit running around it.
Absolutely.
That does take a certain aspect away.
Gotham is a living entity, definitely. It does have a life of its own, and it has peaks and troughs and everything, and it has instability, and I think they portrayed that really, really well. It's always kind of on the cusp of explosion, but then, and in this one it just gets to go full background crazy.
I mean, I didn't really think they needed to put any Bruce Wayne in it. I know they were probably tempted to do it, obviously, because of but I think they could have just got rid of any connection to that and it would have been okay.
I loved a little bits of it. I thought Joker meeting Bruce Wayne, I thought that scene was a bit overdone.
I thought that was a bit much. I liked the link that they made at the end. I thought that was...
Here we go again.
It was like, oh God, here we go again, another Batman origin. But yeah, I agree that I thought there was just a little bit too much, and I know that it was there to kind of push him over the edge a little bit and learn a bit more about him,
and obviously,
he came from.
Obviously, the movie executives are going to throw in a reference to Batman. It's
I mean, you've got to. If you're doing Joker, you have to reference Batman or the Waynes or something. So, big positives then. What do we think?
Phoenix, man, he's unbelievable.
Phoenix is a phenomenal.
I wrote how he can express so much pain through his eyes while he's uncontrollably laughing. His laugh, he can't stop his laughter. But there's this horrific look in his eyes, like he's dying inside at the same time, and how he can portray that is just it's insane. I loved it.
Also, shout out to De Niro. Surprised! I didn't know he was in this film.
I didn't know he was.
Shows how much I researched.
I just saw Joker and I was like, yeah, I'm there. I'm here.
I mean, the climax was amazing for that film. Like that, the whole talk show segment was just.
Oh my God!
Especially when they showed you the grainy 70s footage, it just looked so.
The whole third act kind of thing, where he was definitely taking on the Joker persona, that was amazing. I could not stop looking at it. I was there. I was just like. It was incredible, but at the beginning I was very much equal parts sympathetic and creeped out by him,
Well, it's
And
more sympathy at the beginning because he was just living such a downtrodden life.
he was just literally being kicked while he was down.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we were saying when we came out, we were just like, you feel so sorry for him, and I think that makes it more real. When you have someone running around in a cape and people with powers and stuff like that, it takes away some of the reality of
brings humanity to the character essentially.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's why people aren't on board with it, because they see it, they're like, oh, it's too violent. Oh, it's too violent.
I do not get that violence thing. It's not really that
I
violent.
don't think
I've seen worse
necessarily-
films, like Ready or Not, which are more violent.
Necessarily the violence, some people argue it legitimates it because, well, I mean, he's seen as the city's champion by points in the film. So that I think people found problematic, especially because there was a quote-unquote Joker-inspired madman who went on a spree when Dark Knight Rises was released.
Oh yeah.
I mean, every violent film's gonna have this kind of thing.
But
so
like, if you take away all the superheroes and the cape and stuff, really, it's just a mentally ill person going on a bit of a rampage. And I think people were a bit like, oh.
Some people are gonna spin it, yeah, I suppose so, but that's just the world we live in now, isn't it? So.
Yeah, exactly. But like, it's legitimate though, like the build up to where he is, and it kind of makes you go, oh, okay, yeah, no, I understand why you did that. Cool.
Yeah, it's great in slowly building up the man, and the Joker. It's showing the transition from one to the other.
And like the delirium as well that he has, I thought it was so seamless because I had no idea. I was sat there, I was like, I don't know. I don't know what's real and what isn't in this movie.
Speaking of that, I think that is one of the downers out of the film. It does rely a bit too much on, it's up to you to decide if you did it or did it. I'm like, okay, I get that at some points.
Yeah.
It seems like you relied on that a bit too much. Like, oh, did that scene happen or not? Did this scene happen or not?
Like the scene right at the end.
There's the one right at the end, and there was a scene before that real. Then there's the scene with the girlfriend, is that even real? Then there's a scene with this one, is that real? I thought you can kind of ease back on that a bit. This is a bit lazy at a point when you just keep repeating the same.
Though obviously there's a lot of references and homages to other films that are present in Joker. Have either of you seen The King of Comedy?
I've not seen that, but I've heard a lot about it. But Taxi Driver is a lot of
Taxi Driver.
De Niro as well.
Well, The King of Comedy is another Scorsese, and it stars De Niro as basically a pathetic weasel of a man who's obsessed with a talk show host.
Ooh, okay.
So you should definitely check that out. You will see so many connections between.
Yeah, it was all over the Reddit saying this is literally a mashup of that and Taxi Driver put together. So
bit of French Connection as well. So a lot of gritty New York films and this kind of Scorsese element.
That was it. I definitely thought it was gritty and gripping, and I was just fascinated by it. By the end, I was just like, oh my god, I loved it. And obviously, I love violence. I love gore. So seeing some
humor.
Yeah, and the dark humor as
There's
well.
one scene that had the entire cinema just bursting out laughing.
What was that one?
With I want to say it's door lock. That's what I'm gonna say.
Huh?
The door lock.
Yeah.
When that scene happened, like it blew up slowly and slowly and slowly. Then when he kicked, the head. That's and you feel like, should I laugh at this or should I not? It's like
that guy's head exploding in the wall. That was fun.
My favourite one's been memed to death already, and that's him dancing on the stairs.
Yeah, I do love that bit.
I mean, actually, he's dancing. The scene after he does his first bad thing, and he runs away to the toilets instead of crying, he dances. It's the first time he feels like he's in control of who he is. That scene was so powerful.
And it must be really confusing because if you do something and then you're like, I know that I should feel bad about this, but I feel kind of good about it.
Yeah.
And it does explain why things like this happen. Yeah. But anyway, let's
not that we're glamorizing this
No.
No, Batman, we need you.
Batman Gotham needs you. Okay, negatives then.
Yeah, so negatives, like I said, I think some of the storylines are a bit lazy. The fact with the whole it's up to you to decide if that happened or not. I thought, okay, once it's found 4 or 5 times, kind of reaching out a bit. Also, I think the pacing is an issue. I think the first half of the film is pretty long. I just felt like, okay, we get it. Can you just get to the fun part now? So I think the pacing really could have been increased. I think they could cut 20 minutes out of it. It's with this whole life scene, which seems with mom. Come on, just put the mask on it. I get it, but
put the mask on. Don't kill people. I don't care.
I only care about it once you put the mask on. But I do think the pacing, I think it's a slow burner. Very much.
It was pretty slow to begin with.
But I think they could have kicked up a bit more, just a bit more frantic pace. But
I enjoyed that.
That's only for I really had.
I didn't mind the pacing at the beginning. I think at one point I did think like, okay, I know this film. I know this film finishes at 11. where's it going?
Exactly. Yeah.
But I think that was good because I don't think the Joker's ever been like a frantic character. It's always been, although he's very, very mentally ill, he's never been that like frantic, over the top.
Have you not
Running
had from a
around.
Suicide Squad Joker?
We ignore
He's damaged
that.
because he had damage tattooed on his head. That's how woke he was.
Yeah. But it's always been like he does things for the sake of doing it, but it's more calculated than just like running into it and just killing people and things like that.
Of course, I think he's got to go in knowing that this is not going to be the Dark Knight Joker. This isn't supervillain Joker. This is like
This
early
is
phase.
not Nicholson.
Yeah,
This is not Heath Ledger. This is Joaquin Phoenix and Jared Leto.
This is not Jared Leto.
Jared Leto is getting salty because Joaquin Phoenix is so much better than he is.
I know. I find that hilarious. I'm dude, let it go.
Just calm down. Maybe you shouldn't have had your face tattooed on a grill. What are your negatives about it, Chris?
Slight inconsistencies in the story. Some of the subplots weren't strong. It is all, even in the lowest points, well, the weaker points, you've still got such a commanding performance that is kind of papering over some of the cracks.
Oh no, he's carrying the film on his back. I mean,
He is just incredible. Like he's had like a bit of a hiatus for a while. I don't know whether he was preparing for this or whatever, but
he's working his shoulder blade action through this entire
oh
film.
god, yeah, he was so like
Best supporting actor are the shoulder blades.
yeah.
That and Will Smith's
That
clone.
and Will Smith's clone.
I mean, physically, he puts himself into the Erie Valley. He trying to make himself almost inhuman in just the way he looks, and that is really, really interesting to see the way he does that.
Yeah.
Right, so I think I'm probably cracking on a bit. So overall, for me, we'll average out the scores. So we're not decided this beforehand, so this is like, we're doing it now.
Surprise!
So I'm gonna give it a 4. I just think the storylines have a few inconsistencies that kind of don't really make sense, but overall,
Yeah. I'm really, really happy this week. I'm giving it a 5.
Oh, 4 out of 5. It's all down to you, bro.
I'm going to give it a 4.
Oh,
I was
so
enjoying
sad.
it. A 4 is not a criticism.
Yeah, no, of course,
No, no.
yeah. No.
I don't know what I was really expecting when I walked in there. I knew that I wanted to see it, and I knew it was going to be gritty Joker movie. It wasn't going to be silly. It wasn't going to be like in your face crazy. It was going to be more of a commentary, and I think it did that for me. And his performance is just stellar.
Oh, if he doesn't get an Oscar, I think he deserves the Oscar for Best Actor. I don't think there's anything out this year that's come remotely close. Obviously, Oscar bait's gonna come out.
Oscar season is coming.
Yeah,
There will be competition.
There'll be some historical biopic that comes out, and that person will get it because.
Yeah. I just think of Jesse Eisenberg having a more interesting performance in character, but Colin Firth as the king, it was just such a comfortable vote that he won it. So hopefully that doesn't happen this time.
Yeah.
You got any insider gossip on what Oscar films are coming out?
Well, Judy, but fortunately, I don't think Renee Zellweger is going to beat him to Best Actor.
If she does.
She does.
Right.
Riots!
So, yeah, we'll give it 4. Still an amazing film,
Amazing
and definitely,
film,
and if you're a comic book fan, worth checking out.
And worth checking out because it's what 68% on Rotten Tomatoes. So there
Which
are
is a
people.
travesty.
Travesty,
That one is really
absolutely.
It's not worth all that. It's not that like mid-tier.
It should be in the 80s or the 90s.
It should. If
But-
Ready or Not is in the 80s, this should.
But Ready or Not is a different kind. I do think the negative press has an effect.
I think-
Especially in America.
Yeah, because weren't there people like walking out of the cinema and things like that for this?
No, but there were the stories about how in America that's silencing people being checked for guns and stuff. I thought only like in America that's a concern, but I don't think the rest of the world I saw any stories regarding that. So I think because obviously the biggest market is America for this film, so clearly that's had a lot of influence. I think on the. Like if you go on the internet
And
reviewers,
the
they're happy with it. It just seems to be the mainstream critics that's it.
The deaths are more vengeful than like just.
But it's not like torture deaths where he's like torturing people for the sake of.
Yeah, exactly.
There is reason to his madness. There's method to his madness.
We're not justifying it. We're just saying.
I am. I'm 100% Joker. Like pro Joker.
Joker for
Put that on
president.
That is on camera. So
That is-
I'm not editing that out. So if you get called a picture, bro. Anyway, let's call that a wrap.
Thank you.
Bye.